Do it, right? You're not going to win that. You're not going to win that. And I would, if I were the governor of the Republican Party in Florida, I would say that they can take us on all day, and we expect that. But right now, they're taking on the parents in Florida. Yep. That's a great point that you brought up. It's not, they're not taking on me, they're taking on the parents. They're taking on the parents. 866-98 Red Eye.
Get in touch with Red Eye Radio, toll free at 866-90 Red Eye.
Red Eye Radio is available on demand through your Amazon Echo device. Catch us live or listen to the rebroadcast. Just say, Alexa, open Red Eye Radio.
Drivers your truck doesn't care where it stops for fuel, so why is your fleet using a card that only gets discounts at specific locations? You deserve to save everywhere. You deserve A to B. A to B is the fleet fuel card that gives you discounts anywhere you fuel up, because it's accepted wherever they take Visa. Now, A to B does have some fees, as in no setup fee, no transaction fee, no monthly fee, no late payment fees, no over-limit fee, and no gallon limits to the amount of discounted fuel. Plus, you'll build business credit when you pay on time. And if you ever need help, you simply call their 24/7 customer service team. You deserve to save every time you fill up. Apply for A to B today. Go to a2b.com/radio. There's no credit check required, and for a limited time, you'll get a $50 credit when you use their zero-fee card. That's the letters atob.com/radio for a $50 credit. a2b.com/radio. Having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep? I know a lot of you suffer from insomnia, but good sleep is critical to maintaining good health. Get treated for insomnia now online with Call on Doc. No appointments or insurance. It's only $40 and available 7 days a week. And you can have your prescription in a few hours. It's that simple. Go to callondoc.com and start getting the sleep you need. Go to callondoc.com. That's callondoc.com.
Hi, Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for fur babies. If you think it's been hard being stuck at home for a year, think about your dog. It's been 7 years for them, and they deserve to get out and sniff the world too. So grab Daisy, Ranger, or Doodles and hit the road. But be sure to stick your head out the window and look for a Motel 6. And like all pets, Baxter stays free. Hot dog. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Denny's is here to serve America's truck drivers with a hot down-home meal on the go. Order ahead at Denny's.com and get the made-to-order meals you crave, like Mama D's Pot Roast Bowl, featuring slow-cooked pot roast atop red skin mashed potatoes, or the hot and tangy Nashville hot chicken melt with fries. Try the Chicken Addiction Bowl, featuring chicken breast, whole grain rice, broccoli, and grilled mushrooms with a creamy Alfredo sauce. All available for pickup in-store or curbside. Order at Denny's.com, and we'll see you at Denny's. Hours and participating restaurants may vary, subject to availability. Come join Red Eye Radio's host Eric Harley at the Red Eye Radio lobby booth for a boot, scoot, and good time during the Mid-America Trucking Show, March 24th through the 26th at the Fair and Expo Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Mid-America will be celebrating its 50th anniversary with top country music performances you won't want to miss. Partners of this year's Red Eye Radio events include Shell Rotella, Call on Doc, Mercer Transportation, House Products, Pilot Flying J, Denny's, Motel 6, and the St. Christopher Truckers Fund.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Septic tanks are used where municipal sewers are not available, and maintenance is important. Failing septic tank systems can endanger your family, pollute the environment, and can be expensive to repair. You can prevent your system from failing by having your tank pumped every 3 to 5 years, keep a separate container for grease and dispose of it properly. Use detergents low in phosphate and spread laundry over several days as to not overload the system with too much water. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the station.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. But Sam, I can't. Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit Emotional Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit SamICan.org.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
It's Red Eye Radio. He's Eric Carly, and I'm Gary McNamara, 866-90 Red Eye. And then Romney on, how he might vote on this, that he voted against her the first time, and then was out there in the media before he finally said, by the time I woke up yesterday, I finally saw some of the stories where he said, well, he hasn't made up his mind yet. He was saying, well, I've gone much deeper here. I've gone much deeper. I've gone much deeper. I'm like, shut up. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm reconsidered. I'm pivoting. I'm grappling, and I'm pivoting.
Because much deeper. Give us the specifics.
Yes, tell me why you had a change of heart.
If you had a change of heart, because I couldn't figure out where he was going on it. Be specific. If the two idiots overnight had no problem articulating what was done in that confirmation hearing and the problems that we have on it specifically, and we can address it to the law and specific legal issues out there, you're telling me Romney and others can't do it? And there aren't more Republican senators disseminating the problems that they have specifically? I'm sorry, I look at this and I just think the Republicans have just been horrible in this, especially on that particular issue.
Yeah, they have.
That they could have made an unbelievably great political issue out of it and a Supreme Court legal issue out of it. You get your cake and eat it too if you pay attention to what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I mean it's really simple, but it's clear that Romney and others,
we're going to have to consider an island.
No, you sound like the Academy.
We considered ejecting Will Smith. We considered. Don't think we didn't consider, because we did. We spent a lot of time considering.
We grappled.
We
pondered.
That's right. We're pivoting. Whatever.
News is brought to you by Travel Centers of America, home of world's best coffee, the freshest roast on the road.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
If you've driven over 1 million preventable accident-free miles, then register online at RedEyeRadioshow.com and join the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club.
I'm Eric Harley. He's Gary McNamara for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. Gary, I do have one complaint about the thunderstorm. I used to be able to smell when my dog needed a bath. Well, now I have to go outside, but it's a really great benefit using O3 molecules. They go to work, they quickly destroy viruses, odors, mold, and so much more.
Trash cans, cigarette smoke, dirty diapers, all those smells in your home in the thunderstorm does such a great job.
It's portable, compact. You'll love it. Right now, you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack. For whole home protection. You get 3 units for under $200. Put one in your basement, your bedroom, family room, your vehicle, anywhere.
Go to EdenPureDeals.com and put in discount code RedEye3 and save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code RedEye3. Shipping is free.
Get the most out of your engine with Howe's Diesel Defender, the ultimate injector cleaner and fuel lubricator. Packed with maximum lubricity and armed with unrivaled IDX4 detergent, Diesel Defender will take your engine to the next level, destroy harmful deposits, prevent premature system damage, and safely remove water, all with the pour of a bottle. Plus, get a minimum 5% increase in fuel economy. Guaranteed. Transform your engine into an unstoppable warrior with Howe's Diesel Defender. Visit HowesProducts.com.
With Shell Rotella T5 in your diesel engine, you can double your distance between oil changes, which means you'll spend less time in the shop and more time on the road. That also means you'll read more highway billboards. Next exit, 25 fuel pumps, hot coffee, cleanest restrooms. We'll see about that. More miles, less maintenance. That's what you can expect from the #1 heavy-duty engine oil in North America, Shell Rotella. The engine oil that works as hard as you.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we're proud
You
to
can't
bring
have a
Red Eye
baby.
Radio Million Mile Club. We
I
have
want one.
drivers who have
Where's the fetus gonna gestate? In a box?
Now, see, you're able
You
to.
can't have a baby. Well, then we'll protest for his right to want to have a baby.
Yeah. Now I think if I suck at this job doing one thing, I can never been able to do what real good DJs do. If you like, use other voices. I have never been able to do that. Accent. Yeah, I've never been. I can sound like a black man. That's about it.
Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Catskill. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with us and keep our highways
That's a natural
safe. The Red Eye
switch
Radio
you flip.
Million Mile Club,
There's a
devoted to
good friend of
trucking
mine.
safety.
She
Register
speaks
online at
very distinctly. Her daddy was a doctor, and so she speaks like white. And she used to do insurance. People on the phone would come in and go, "I thought you were white," and they would ask her, "Did they make you sound white? Did they pay you extra to sound white?" But
I should get
in
that.
a minute, a flip will switch, and she go, "Oh hey, and now I ain't putting up with that bullshit, damn motherfucker." And I go, "Damn, roll that back."
Yeah, that's what people used to call.
Oh hey,
Yeah.
The next Ukrainian delegations to peace talks are returning home for consultations before continuing negotiations in the future.
Let
Turkish
me
Foreign
see,
Minister
let me see.
Mevlut Cavusoglu said that progress had been made and that the two sides would bring proposals back to their two capitals.
British intelligence says Russian troops are pulling back from Kyiv to regroup after suffering heavy losses. The UN says more than 4 million Ukrainians have now fled their country since Russia invaded over a month ago. Alex Munt at the UN's refugee agency.
I think it's a tragic milestone. It means that in less than a month, or just about a month, 4 million people have been uprooted from their homes, from their families, their communities.
New arrests in Israel. Police say they've taken 5 Palestinians into custody a day after a gunman on a motorcycle used an assault rifle to kill 5 people near Tel Aviv. They say they shot and killed the suspect who lived in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. The attack is the 3rd in Israel, ahead of the Muslim holiday month of Ramadan. In the southern U.S., they can't catch a break from severe weather. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson says there's another powerful system in the forecast for today.
It's actually going to really cause problems as we go into your afternoon and evening hours. Very serious severe weather threat, lots of damaging wind, a straight line of wind for hundreds of miles as it moves from west to east, and then the potential for destructive tornadoes.
More U.S. workers are getting high and heading to the office.
One of the country's biggest drug testing labs, Quest Diagnostics, says of the more than 6 million general workforce urine tests it conducted last year, 3.9% came back positive for marijuana. That's an increase of more than 8% from 2020 and 50% from 2017. The Wall Street Journal notes that since that time, there's been a big jump in the number of states that have legalized the recreational use of marijuana, from 8 to 18, plus Washington, D.C. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Coffee might be just the thing for people who have trouble controlling their impulses. Here's CBS's Michael George.
A Spanish study finds prescribed caffeine consumption can increase attention and memory retention capacity in people with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Researchers caution, though, it's too soon to say if caffeine could be helpful to people showing extra hyperactive or impulsive symptoms.
This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-278-7455. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 800-278-7455.
The NFL's changing the rules on OT.
Under the current rules, the game ends if the team that gets the kickoff in overtime scores a touchdown.
Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the first team scores a touchdown.
That will now change. Both teams will possess the ball once. If the game is still tied after the first possessions, the game will go into a traditional sudden death format. The idea is to make the overtime more equitable. The change will only apply to postseason games. Regular season overtime rules are unchanged. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Loyalty, schmoyalty.
At Tropicana,
Shoppers are switching from their favorite brands to whatever's cheapest as inflation jacks up prices for everything from orange juice.
We make sit-down chicken, stand-up chicken, to chicken.
Wall Street Journal says flashy ad campaigns are no longer enough to keep us from straying to pay less. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
who would you trust on border security? Donald Trump or Barack Obama? It's an easy question, unless you're career politician Mo Brooks. Mo Brooks actually described Donald Trump's immigration position as worse than Obama's. He even called Donald Trump's plan to build a border wall and deport illegal immigrants a, quote, fruitless exercise. And Mo Brooks said we couldn't trust Trump on border security. Just listen.
Donald Trump is not going to do what people think he's going to do.
Career politician Mo Brooks didn't trust Trump. So how can Alabama trust Mo to stand up for us? Katie Britt's border security plan is just like Trump's. She'll back the blue, support law enforcement, stop the drugs pouring across our border, and finish building Trump's wall. Katie Britt, Trump tough on border security. Alabama's future paper is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Alabama'sFuturePac.com.
If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P says, this is the best product I've found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text YOUTH to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC, where you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting YOUTH to 42424. That's YOUTH to 42424. Text YOUTH to 42424.
Got questions about the roof? Ripper Region Contracting has the answer. Google Ripper Region Contracting today or visit their website, ripperregioncontracting.com.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend coaching not only has great financial insight, it's great back with humor too.
Joe and his gang. And it's a great book, Joe. You're going to be autographing them, right? Well, we're
For $10 extra. No, I'm kidding. Yes, the #1 way to make money. Write a book and charge everybody $10.
You know, Joe, I still have not gotten my own signed copy of that.
Refocus on your day. Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. This Saturday, tune into HGTV's Build It Forward in collaboration with Lowe's and 100 Hometowns. Build It Forward will select 5 local heroes for a surprise home renovation. Saturday at 5 p.m. Central on HGTV and streaming on Discovery Plus.
Today is a first alert weather day, but really what we're going to be watching is a line of storms that come through this evening and tonight. But the first alert weather day has been declared. The daytime today will turn very windy, wind gusts of 30 to 50 miles an hour. There will be a mix of sun and clouds, and we're in the 80s. This evening and tonight comes a line of storms. That line will be capable of damaging winds of 60 to 80 miles an hour, tornadoes, and very heavy rain. This clears out by Thursday morning, and the rest of the week looks good. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Good morning, everybody.
Baker Motors. It's better at
Good.
on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we're looking good. Your Wednesday, all day. Kicks off with no major problems. Interstate system's moving smoothly into the Tri-County area. Plant, Albany, Greenville. Highway 231 south out of McCutcheon, north out of Troy. Still carrying light traffic. Get ready for spring at Midtown Plaza. Shop Foot Locker, Sally Beauty. Get your nails done at Profession Nail and Spa and more. Midtown Plaza, 10th Street off by 85. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Selecting the best choice for tires can be confusing with all the brands and options available. Trust the #1 rated tire pros in Montgomery at Chico's Auto Pros for your tire needs.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. It's a first alert weather day at WSFA 12 News, and our meteorologists and state EMA officials want you to be prepared. State officials say make sure to clear out basements in your interior rooms and also have helmets and shoes close by. In Washington, the process to confirm Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson continues. Yesterday, she met with Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville said he has not made his final decision on the judge's nomination, saying he wants to hear from Alabamians first. In the Alabama legislature, the House passed a numeracy act. The measure now goes to the governor for consideration. The bill would help add math initiatives to help address the state's lagging test scores for kindergarten through 5th grade. I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News, and these are your morning headlines. Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save a typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah,
Sure they do.
you can save a
Sure
ton
they do.
and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Ron's Roofing knows that when a storm damages your roof, it's hard to know what to do next. Easy. Rely on the most trusted and recognized roofing name, Ron's Roofing. They'll help protect you from the next storm. Ron's Roofing understands that your roof is your home's first line of defense. That's why they work with all insurance companies to ensure that your home is protected from any unexpected storms. A job won't get the Ron's Roofing name on it unless it's done right. Visit ronsroofing.com or call 215-0070.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Do you want to know the secret to baby brain development? It's you. Your baby's brain develops rapidly in the first few years. 2 apples on top. So talk to her, read and sing as much as you can starting from birth. You don't need fancy toys. Play peekaboo, read a book, or just talk about your day. For more information on baby brain development, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
They are the 2 sexiest fat men alive. Really fun. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it. Times you need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
on the chair. Oh well. Sometimes life you gotta do what you gotta do with. Sometimes. And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time once again, if you can, it is time for another day that the Lord has made. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. How you doing? It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, a word that help you change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for you. It is March the 30th. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, God Cleans the Stains. And Isaiah, the scripture insight today comes from Isaiah 1:10 through 18. Isaiah 1 and 18 says, through your sins are like scarlet. They shall be as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. That is Isaiah 1 and 18. Govern yourselves accordingly for your own edification. Good morning. And again, it is March the 30th. It is a day like all the other days in the past. It is a day that has never been. And it is a day, believe it or not, that you will never, ever see again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and do the things that you should have done. So whatever it is that you do on this day, March the 30th, 2022, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. Because you don't get a do-over. You don't get to summon it from the past. Once it's gone, it's gone. There's no doubt in my mind, if you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God, each day is a blessing. But if we are blessed and giving God's grace, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do about it? Well, whatever you do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, until you can't. Benjamin Elijah Mays said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I said that is the standard by which you live life. You shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all have, and we all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever give up. You never quit, because quitters don't win. And winners, well, they may fail at a thing or two, but they never quit. Martin Luther King said, if you can't walk, if you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. Because quitters don't win, and winners never quit. Good morning to you, Montgomery. It's a great day to be alive. God cleans the stains. That's our daily bread for this day, March the 30th, 2022.
Hey, thanks for joining me for today's devotional from the Our Daily Bread family. Marvin Williams wrote today's devotional and titled it, God Cleans the Stains. What if our clothes were more functional, having the ability to clean themselves after we dropped ketchup or mustard or spilled a drink on them? Well, according to the BBC, engineers in China have developed a special coating which causes cotton to clean itself of stains and odors when exposed to ultraviolet lights. Can you imagine the implications of having self-cleaning clothes? A self-cleaning coating might work for stained clothes, but only God can clean a stained soul. In ancient Judah, God was angry with his people because they had turned their backs on him, giving themselves to corruption and evil, and were worshiping false gods. But to make matters worse, they tried to clean themselves by offering sacrifices, burning incense, saying many prayers, and gathering together in solemn assemblies. Yet their hypocritical and sinful hearts remained. The remedy was for them to come to their senses and, with a repentant heart, bring the stains on their souls to a holy and loving God. His grace would cleanse them and make them spiritually white as snow. When we sin, there's no self-cleaning solution. With a humble and repentant heart, we must acknowledge our sins and place them under the cleansing light of God's holiness. We must turn from them and return to him, and he, the only one who cleans the stains of the soul, will offer us complete forgiveness and renewed fellowship. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading comes to us from the Old Testament book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verses 10 through 18. Hear the word of the Lord. You rulers of Sodom, listen to the instruction of our God. You people of Gomorrah, the multitude of your sacrifices, what are they to me, says the Lord? I have more than enough of burnt offerings, of rams and the fat of fattened animals. I have no pleasure in the blood of bulls and lambs and goats. When you come to appear before me, who has asked this of you, this trampling of my courts? Stop bringing meaningless offerings. Your incense is detestable to me. New moons, Sabbaths, and convocations, I cannot bear your worthless assemblies. Your new moon feasts and your appointed festivals, I hate with all my being. They have become a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. When you spread out your hands in prayer, I hide my eyes from you. Even when you offer many prayers, I am not listening. Your hands are full of blood. Wash and make yourselves clean. Take your evil deeds out of my sight. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Defend the oppressed. Take up the cause of the fatherless. Plead the case of the widow. Come now, let us settle the matter, says the Lord. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. Now let's pray. Oh, Father, thank you for bringing the good news in both the Old and New Testaments, the good news of Jesus Christ. Please forgive us for ignoring or trying to get rid of our own sin. Jesus, we know that only you can cleanse the stains of our soul, so we acknowledge and repent of our self-sufficiency and turn only to you. It's in Jesus' name that we pray and repent. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
It's time to rise and shine, people. It's time to get out of bed. PT time, PT time. All right. Can we do that now? Please? All right, let's get it. PT time. Here we go. All the way. Here we go. 130 rolling down the strip. C-130 rolling down the strip. Airborne Daddy gonna take a little trip. Airborne Daddy gonna take a little trip. Destination unknown. Destination unspoken, destination unknown. We don't even know when we're coming home. Don't even know if we're ever coming home. Stand. Hook up, shuffle to the door. Stand up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Jump right out and count to 4. If my main don't open wide. If my main don't open wide. I got a reserve by my side. I got a reserve by my side. And if that one should fail me too, well, look out, y'all, 'cause I'm coming through. On the old drop zone, box me up and send me home. Tell my girl I did my best. Bury me in the front leaning rest. Come on now. When I get to heaven, so Peter gonna say, how'd you earn your living? How'd you earn your pay? I will reply with a little bit of anger. A little bit of anger. I made my living as an airborne ranger. Yeah. Driving on all day. 11B. I don't know much about 11B, but I worked with some of those guys. Anyway, all right there. That's the PT for this morning. All right. That's enough. Okay, you got to see you in the mess hall. See you in the mess hall. Get a little cream beef, grits, and stuff like that coming up today. Okay, and today's special, we're gonna put some eggs. We're gonna put some onions in the cream beef. Okay, it just gotta. I don't care if I take an Arctic 15 one more time, ain't the first time. Anyway, good morning to you. And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. It's tough being the only veteran talk show host in Alabama. It's tough. Went on a real one anyway. Well, okay. Jackson may have been in the Air Force for a couple of days, but he's not a paratrooper. Okay. If you're not a paratrooper, are you really a soldier? That's the question I had. Are you really a soldier if you're not a paratrooper? All right. But anyway, okay, we'll stick to Montgomery. The only one in Montgomery. So somebody has got to give respect to our armed forces, and it might as well be me. You got to come up with a new name. Woo! I haven't had that tea in a long while. I needed that today. The voice is kind of rough. Just in case you're wondering, this is the Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paratus, which means always ready. Don't you wish everybody was? And since this is an Air Force town, you got to pay homage to the United States Air Force out there, Maxwell and Gunner. Don't want to be called out for disrespect, because they did put air in airborne, if you know what I'm saying. So good morning to all the folks at Maxwell and to the Sergeant Major out there. I know you don't have Sergeant Major, but I can't never think of which chief he is, so we're just gonna call him Sergeant Major. I don't even know if you got a head. I don't know if you have one main Sergeant Major out there or something like that. I don't know how the Air Force does it. They got all these chiefs. I mean, I get the Navy mixed up with the Air Force sometimes. Okay, so which one is? A lot of confusion on my mind on that one. And of course, last but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps. You might want to hear the story one more time, because y'all gonna hear this story one more time after this year. If I live and nothing happen, I'm done with it. But they stuck it to me, right? They changed my whole trajectory on life. I would have had me a set of them dress blues, but oh no, they said you're too short to be airborne. Well, and guess what? Guess who was down there? Guess who was training the tall Marines how to be airborne back in 1979, 78? It was short guys. Yeah. I'm still mad because I needed me that white hat. don't you guys get me wrong. Now, don't, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, don't you guys get me wrong. I love being in the Army. I did. I did. I would do it all over again. But that was my second choice. Because my first choice was the Marines. I know you're tired of hearing this story. Well, how do you think I feel? I got to live with it for the last 40-something years. I could have had me a white hat, some white gloves, and some blues. No, but they stuck it to me. Yeah, they did. And so for the last 35 years, I've been trying to become an honorary Marine because they owe that to me, but they haven't, for some reason. I tried with Obama. Okay, I had a meeting in Hawaii with Obama scheduled. I was ready to go. I was going to take off one weekend and go up there. And then what happened? They canceled a meeting on the brother. Okay, because I had him and the commandant of the Marine Corps. Okay, so then here comes Trump. All right, I knew. But I couldn't get the meeting with Trump because everybody was lying on the man, talking about he was a Russian something, lied on the brother. Just lied on him. Okay, so he wasn't the best leader in the world, but he was a good boss. But so that messed me up. Now, I'm not trying to get a meeting with Biden because I don't think Biden knows what a Marine is. Okay, but I don't know. He never served it. So I just got to wait till the next guy gets it. No, it's too late because after this year, I'm giving up on it. It's over. I'll never mention the U.S. Marine Corps after this year ever again. Well, not me wanting to be an honorary one. Because I was good enough to be a real one. Okay, but I just couldn't sacrifice my wings. I had to know if I had what it took to jump out of an airplane. I had to know if I had it. I had to know, could I be brave enough to do it? Needless to say, it ain't no big thing no more because, I did. And I was scared every time I did. Every time, almost 50 times. I was scared. Now, there's some got 700 jumps. Okay, I'm not up there. I didn't jump that long. I wasn't up there. Okay, I wasn't 11 Bravo. And you only had to jump like once every 90 days to keep getting that money, unless you haven't got to call up one night like we did. But I can't tell you about that. That's top secret. So anyway, there I was standing in the door of a C-123. There I was. The doors open. And there I was looking down in the great blue yonder, but I was looking at green because, we was not that far off the ground, about 2,500 feet, whatever it was. And there I was asking myself, I said, self, do you really want to go out this door? Now, you got to do at least 5 times at jump school, or else you can't be able. You got to at least do it 5 times at Fort Benning. Now, I will tell you one thing. Had I known that Montgomery, Alabama was this close to Fort Benning, when I was down there in 1979, I would have come up here and visited Joe. I probably would have been the mayor of Montgomery by now, but I was on active duty at the time, and I was like an E1, so I couldn't get in it. They wouldn't give a brother no slack. I didn't have a clue that I was this close to Alabama being down to Fort Benning. All I knew was it was in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. That's where Fort Benning was. So there I was. Okay, you tired of hearing this story? Me too. I'm trying to tell. I don't want to be done with it. But I would have came up and visited you guys had I known that you were this close to Fort Benning. I would have come. And Tuskegee and all them places. I would have came and visited. Okay, no, I wouldn't have. Because I was scared to leave the base. Okay, first time being on the airplane, first time getting out. Man, I didn't know where I was. But anyway, I must have went to sleep in that class too. Obviously, I went to sleep in English literature. I went to sleep in that class, and because I'm still trying to figure out what a predicate is. I'm going to figure it out one of these days, but I haven't figured it out yet. Now, the only thing I know what is a noun. So I know what a noun is. Noun's easy. Person, place, or thing. But the rest of those things, I don't have a clue. Adjective, adverb, whatever that is, I don't know. Do I really care? Not really. Not really. But evidently, they thought it was kind of important that we learn it because they spent much time up there in front of me trying to teach it to me. But, I never did figure that out. It was kind of boring, actually, to tell you the truth. A lot of things bore me when maybe I was ADHD, or maybe they needed to incorporate a different way of teaching people like me. See, I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy. Now, once I figure out how to do it, then you can explain to me why it does what it does, or as the young folks say, why it do what it do. Okay? I know that's not proper grammar, but hell, again, I just got to tell you how bad I was in English literature and all that stuff. So, okay, but let it do what it do. Now, that may be incorrect grammar, but it sure does sound nice. Let it do what it do. And after saying all that, I'll be back after taking this break and talk about some other things that you guys want to talk about. Lessons of life. Hey, we got a good lesson of life today. We got a good one, okay? And somebody please hurry and tell me when Top Gun is coming out so me and Z can go see it. We are going to see Top Gun. I don't care if everybody got corona. I'm going to the movie theater to see that movie. Me and Z, we're going to buy some popcorn. We're going to sneak some ice cream in there, and we're going to have us a good time. That's right. Watching. Now that my boy's big enough now, so we can actually go in places and we can talk about the things of life. That's what we talk about now. Okay. He don't be paying me much attention. But he's going to be like me when when I was getting that great information from my mom and all. I wasn't really paying much. I wasn't really paying him much attention either when I was his age. But at least I know it'll come back to him. When he needs it, it'll come back to him. So I'm just saying. Okay, so now let's take a break. It's 6:35 in the morning. I don't know why I got so much energy first thing in the morning. I don't know. It must be an illness, because I shouldn't be asleep right about now. I mean, my mind says it's dark outside. You should be asleep. Okay, but I guess in the long run, we're all gonna get enough sleep. So let's let's keep talking while we can. Anyway, we'll be back 860. No, don't call. Don't worry about it. No calls. 2 hours of that's enough.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. This Saturday, tune into HGTV's Build It Forward in collaboration with Lowe's and 100 Hometowns. Build It Forward will select 5 local heroes for a surprise home renovation. Saturday at 5 p.m. Central on HGTV and streaming on Discovery Plus.
Today is a first alert weather day, but really what we're going to be watching is a line of storms that come through this evening and tonight. But the first alert weather day has been declared. The daytime today will turn very windy, wind gusts to 30 to 50 miles an hour. There will be a mix of sun and clouds, and we're in the 80s. This evening and tonight comes a line of storms. That line will be capable of damaging winds of 60 to 80 miles an hour, tornadoes, and very heavy rain. This clears out by Thursday morning, and the rest of the week looks good.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Your Wednesday, Monday, holds no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported to send you on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Get ready for summer vacations and family fun with a Toyota Highlander or RAV4. They've got them at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter on the East Boulevard. Buckle up. It's the law. Montgomery Skywatch traffic is major delay.
Selecting the best choice for tires can be confusing with all the brands and options available. Trust the #1 rated tire pros in Montgomery at Chico's Auto Pros for your tire needs.
Hi, I'm Dave Kias, host of Barbecue Radio Nation, along with my co-host, barbecue expert Dan Hathaway.
Every week, we will be giving you the best tips on how you can grill and smoke your favorite meats, vegetables, and even desserts.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, our show is designed to help you become a better backyard barbecuer.
And from my years on the competition circuit, I will show you how you can be the envy of your neighborhood.
Be sure and tune in for Barbecue and Fun, Saturdays at 6 p.m.
right here on News Radio 1440.
You probably probably wouldn't leave thousands of dollars on the table at a diner. Why leave thousands on the table with your tax return? Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you don't. This year, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits. Your Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help you track down every last one, so you get your biggest refund guaranteed. Don't leave thousands on the table this year. Discover thousands of dollars in tax credits instead. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate issues. If you have erectile dysfunction and want to perform much better, call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatment's extra. Results may vary. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Do you need cash? How about an equity loan on your home, mobile home, land, or even automobile? Mortgage Corporation of the South. We've been serving Central Alabama for well over 25 years. We have called cash in on equity for homes, mobile homes, land, and automobile. The cash can be used for anything you want.
All right, then.
Great thing, your credit does
Put
not
this
have to
down
be
there.
in order to be accredited. That's right. If you've had a prior bankruptcy,
that down there,
you built it up, you paid for it, and it's yours. You can get it. So get the cash you need, use the money for whatever you want. Now, let's shift gears for a second. If you have perfect credit, we have some of the lowest rates that you'll find anywhere for refinances and home purchases. And the best thing, we offer 1 hour loan approval. That's right, 1 hour loan approval. Call us at 567-9000, 567-9000, or ncsloans.com.
MLS 232876 equal housing lender.
$49 down delivered. Hey, Montgomery, Prattville, and surrounding areas. Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales. That's right, $49 down delivered. With over 300 units available now. And Budget has prices starting at $6,900. Many units with less than 10,000 miles. Compact, midsize, full-size luxury, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, all makes, all models, all on sale now, starting at $49 down delivered. Lenders on site for instant approval. Loans through local credit unions and national lenders, backed by Capital One. Rates from 2.38% APR. And up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book on your trade. Prices from $6,900. I solve situations, down payment, trade values, or financing. Oh, did I say $49 down delivered? See me, Matt Parsley, or see one of my solutionaries at Budget Car and Truck Sales, 61 Mendale Parkway next to Fraser Church, or 508 McQueen Smith Road across from Walmart. Visit us online at buybudgetonline.com. That's buybudgetonline.com.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
You know, I know this is rare for you guys. You know, I do a completely different show when I'm not on early in the mornings. I do a completely different show, like, you know, after 7 o'clock. Normally, I'm a little bit more serious in the wee hours in the early hours of. Okay, I'm not as serious in the early hours of the morning, but you know, you come on at 9 o'clock, you got to be kind of serious, you know, because people are awake now. They're up. They're ready to go. But now here is I was studying. I know you guys don't believe it, but I really was. I was actually doing some exhaustive research on this election that's coming up, because after going through elections in here for 31 years, nothing really ever really changes that much. But here is something that I did find out over the week, yesterday, that I really didn't know. Now you guys may not know this. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got. Well, I don't know who Arthur Kennedy is, but we got 4 black people running as Democrats for the governorship of the state of Alabama. Now the chances of them winning it's not very likely, but however, it's good to see young folks out there trying to get involved. We got a Yolanda Rochelle Flowers, reached out to her last night, gonna get on the show. We got Patricia Salter Jameson, don't know exactly where she's from. We got Arthur Kennedy, he's a Democrat. A guy named Chad Chig, I don't know where that name came from, Chad Chig Martin. And we got a black male. Is that a male? I think, well, let me see. Well, Malika Sanders Fortier. Okay, so that may be a woman. I can't see the picture too good. And then we got Doug, the New Blue Smith. Now, those are Democrats running for governor of the state of Alabama. Now, you don't hear much about them because, we kind of prejudiced, discriminatory in the state of Alabama when it comes to our politicians. Right now, if you're not, red, you don't really get much say. I just would. But we also have Kay Ivey, Linda Blanchard, Robert Lou Burdett, Stacey Lee George, don't know who he is, Tim James, Donald Trent Jones, Dean Odie, or Oddie, whatever his name is, Dave Thomas, kind of like the guy who owns came up with Wendy's. That's not him, but it's somebody with his name. So we actually got a lot of people running. Now the funny thing about it, though, okay, there's a black guy running also for the Attorney General. Okay, you won't hear the name Wendell Major. Now, of course, with the Republicans, we got Steve Martin, the incumbent, and some guy named Harry Bartlett. Okay, which is not going to beat him. But it's interesting that now Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth doesn't have any any competition right now, so pretty much he wins after May 24th. But Secretary of State. Now I reached out to a guy. Well, okay, no, we're gonna say this later on because somebody called and told me something last night that I do not believe. I just won't believe it, but I'm gonna put it out there today and see whether or not it's true. I didn't believe it, and I still don't believe it, but we're going to talk about it, okay? So we got Secretary of State, then I'm moving on to Lesson Life. We got Republicans, Wes Allen, Christian Horn, who's a black guy, and a very smart black man, too, as a matter of fact. Not to say the black folks ain't smart, just that, normally, and he is running as a Republican, and I'm glad he's running as a Republican. I really am. Because we got Ed Packard. I got some questions about Mr. Ed, but we're going to talk about that. And Jim Ziegler. Okay, Jim Ziegler. I thought Jim changed his mind about the Secretary of State. I thought he was going to run for something else. Anyway, we'll see about that. I thought, is Ziegler still on there for Secretary of State? Well, we'll talk about that later. I don't know. I thought he changed his mind and run for something else. Oh, well, let me find that out in a little bit here because, sometimes my mind ain't what it used to be. Anyway, good morning to you. It is time for Lessons of Life and the word of the day. Now, the word of the day, it's not a bad word. It's a matter of fact, I kind of like this word. It's a great word. And if you guys, are not, I know you realize you're not wordsmith like I am. Your vocabulary is not as extensive as mine, but that's okay. But here's the word of the day. It's a word that we all should be familiar with. And anybody that has had any modicum of success is very much familiar with this word. Now, what word is it, you say? Well, gather your kids around the radio, okay, so they can hear this word, because this word is a lost art in America. It seems to be a lost art, okay, in America. But I'm bringing it back. Okay, I'm bringing it back. So first of all, what does the word mean? Okay, okay then. It means a strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Now, that is the definition of the word. A strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. What does that definition, what word does that definition describe? It is a word that seems to be lost in the lexicon of our language. Now we got some new words like accept, we got words like that, or that's dope, or you whack. We got some words. We've added a couple words. But if you don't know this word, then you and my friends are going to have an arduous journey through this thing we call life. Okay? So I bet you're saying, well, man, just give me the word. I'm working on it. I'm giving it to you. Let me give you the definition one more time. Okay? A strong desire. Okay? A strong desire. Okay? To do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Okay? Yeah. You cannot skip this word if you're going to be successful in life. Anybody know what the word is? I'll let you call right now. Anybody know what the word is? Anybody? Is there anybody up out there that knows? See, if you are up already this morning planning your day, you know this word. See, if you stayed in school for hundreds of years, you know this word. If you've been broke and had to get some money, you know this word. Okay? If you started school getting all the F's and ended school with all A's, you know this word. Okay? Everybody knows this word. Come on, somebody knows this word. Somebody? 860-1440. Somebody knows the word. It's got to be somebody out there. I'm going to let you call. So, okay, anybody? Okay, now again. Okay, I'm going to hold this to the end because I know somebody knows it. A strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Now, I will admit to you that this word seems to be lost, in our lexicon, but it's still there. It's still there. A lot of people can't seem to find it anymore, but it's still there. So I'm going to leave that word alone, let you guys figure out what that is, okay? Because if you know this word, then you are on the right track, okay? It is a great day to be alive. I'll get back to that word later on for the show is out. Lessons of life. Now, this is a tough one. That's not really a tough one, but it has a lot of truth to it, okay? It has a lot of truth to it. It is not true that people stop pursuing their dreams because they grow old. We grow old because we stop pursuing dreams. Okay? Now, did you get that? Do you understand that? It is not true that people stop pursuing their dreams because they grow old. We grow old because we stop pursuing our dreams. Okay? If you can wake up this morning, if you are alive, my friends, you got a dream. And when you stop dreaming, you stop living. Then you just exist. I still got a dream. I got a couple. Okay, some probably won't make it, but I got one. I got one that I'm working on. Can't tell everybody about it, because then somebody try to push your brother off and make me lose my dream. So I got one. Okay, so we're going to talk about my dreams one of these days. Today in history, it is March the 30th, 2022. Okay, today, on this day in 1981, wherever I was, I think I was at Lewis. Where was that? Well, I was at Lewis, headed to Germany. I was headed to Germany in April '81. Yeah, that's where it was. Okay. President Ronald Reagan was shot and seriously injured outside Washington, D.C. hotel by John W. Hinckley. Also wounded were the White House Press Secretary James Brady, Secret Service agent Timothy McCarthy, and District of Columbia police officer Thomas Delaney. So Delaney, how do you pronounce his name? But anyway, that's what happened on this day in 1981. I was headed to Germany. Somewhere. I remember now because we got locked down. We was on alert. We thought maybe we was going at Fort Lewis. We thought maybe somebody was going to trying to take over the country or something. So I was ready to open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. Had my boots ready to go, my gun in my hand. I was ready to go. Okay, but needless to say, they heard I was coming, so they gave up. 1822, Florida became the United States territory. In 1842, on this day, Dr. Crawford W. Long of Jefferson, Georgia, first used ether as an anesthetic during an operation to remove a patient's neck tumor. In 1867, on this day, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward reached agreement with Russia to purchase the territory of Alaska for $7.2 million, a deal ridiculed by the critics as Seward's folly. I know, it worked out for us. 1870, on this day, the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which prohibited denying citizens the right to vote and hold office on the basis of race, was declared in effect by Secretary of State Hamilton Fish. It was 1975, as the Vietnam War neared its end. I knew I was right about that the other day. Communist forces occupied the city of Da Nang. In 1987, and if that brings back tough memories of some of my veterans out there, I'm sorry about that. I had to get the word out there. 1987, the 59th Academy Awards, Platoon was named Best Picture. Marley Maitland received the Best Actor for Children of Lesser God. Paul Newman was honored as Best Actor in The Color of Money. 1999, Yugoslavian leader Slobodan Milosevic, whatever the hell his name is, Milosevic. Yeah, I know you guys think I didn't have to do this. Insisted that NATO attack stop before he moved toward peace, declaring his forces ready to fight to the very end. NATO answered him with new resolve to wreck his military and relentless air assaults. In 2004, in a reversal, President George W. Bush agreed to let National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice testify publicly and under oath before an independent panel investigating the 9/11 terrorist attack. Of course, somebody probably thought we set that up. Okay, why would we do that? I don't know. Did you ever hear more conspiracy theories in your life except for 9/11? 2006, American reporter Geo Carroll, a freelancer for the Christian Science Monitor, was released after 82 days of being a hostage in Iraq. And it was 2009, President Barack Obama asserted unprecedented government control over the auto industry. That's right, rejecting turnaround plans for General Motors and Chrysler and raising the prospect of controlled bankruptcy for either alien auto giant. Yeah, he did. The United States was in the car business. 2010, President Barack Obama signed a single measure sealing his healthcare overhaul and making the government the primary lender to students by cutting banks out of the process. That's funny because it sure ain't went down much. In 2015, German officials confirmed that the German Wings co-pilot Andreas Libes was once diagnosed with suicidal tendencies and received lengthy psychotherapy before receiving his pilot's license. Now, whatever ends at the end of this story, it's not good, okay? Because he deliberately took his Airbus A320 into the French Alps, killing 150 people. And I got to tell you, anybody that's under psychotherapy do not need to be flying an airplane. We love you, but if we got to let you roll, we're going to put you in a car. We're not putting you in an airplane. I'm just saying, So what do we learn from that? If they're in psychotherapy, do not let them drive the plane. Okay, I'm just saying, you might not want to do that. So anyhow, All right, well, time's up here. I guess I got to go and find something else to do at the moment. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell you about these other candidates, too, for governor and all these folks. And something that I heard yesterday, I still won't believe. I can't believe it. It's a Southern conspiracy. We'll be back.
Comes with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. It's a first alert weather day at WSFA 12 News, and our meteorologists and state EMA officials want you to be prepared. State officials say make sure to clear out basements in your interior rooms and also have helmets and shoes close by. In Washington, the process to confirm Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson continues. Yesterday, she met with Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville. Tuberville said he has not made his final decision on the judge's nomination, saying he wants to hear from Alabama first. In the Alabama legislature, the House passed numerous acts promoting the vote to the governor for consideration. The bill would help and add math initiatives to help address the state's lagging test scores from kindergarten through 5th grade. I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. A Cumulus Media.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The cleanup is underway after an apartment building in the Ukrainian city of Donetsk was hit with a Russian missile today. A neighborhood near the capital came under fire as the Kremlin issued a statement announcing there'd been no sign of a breakthrough in talks that have been suspended in Turkey. Correspondent Deborah Pata begins our coverage from Kyiv.
Boardroom negotiations mean little on the battlefield. Ukrainians are not letting their guard down. The enemy is still here, said President Volodymyr Zelensky. Missile and air attacks have not stopped. That's the reality.
The UN says more than 4 million Ukrainians have fled their country since the war began. U.S. officials are warning Americans again about going to Russia. Correspondent Cami McCormick. The State Department issued a travel advisory warning that Moscow may single out and detain Americans in Russia. There was already an advisory not to travel there and for Americans in the country to leave immediately. There are limited commercial flights available, and this advisory also warns about the dangers of trying to leave by land. The German government is warning gas supplies may run low. CBS's Vicki Barker is at the foreign desk.
Economics Minister Robert Habeck has just activated what's called the early warning phase of an emergency law authorizing government rationing. He's urging German consumers and businesses to conserve their natural gas usage now, saying every kilowatt hour counts. The fear is that Russia might cut its natural gas shipments to Germany and the other G7 countries that have rejected its demand that payment be made in rubles.
In Washington, lawmakers investigating the January 6th attack are looking into the almost 8-hour gap in White House records uncovered by CBS News and the Washington Post. Democrat Jamie Raskin.
I'm a little puzzled by the gaps in the record. I'm determined to close those gaps.
Not all Black people in California will be eligible for reparations. A state task force has voted 5-4 to limit compensation to the descendants of free and enslaved people who were in the country in the 19th century. After 200 years of failed attempts, lynching is a federal hate crime in the U.S. Illinois Democrat Bobby Rush has been a longtime sponsor of the bill, signed into law by President Biden.
This bill, the immature and the Lynching Act, is a metaphor that the fight for justice is never over.
The law's named for Emmett Till, who was 14 when he was kidnapped and killed in Mississippi for allegedly whistling at a white woman. This is CBS News.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance yours, Rocket Mortgage can help you get there. For home loan solutions that fit your life, Rocket can.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years.
That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-278-7455. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 800-278-7455.
Florida is among 21 states suing the federal government to end public transportation mask mandates.
The lawsuit filed in Tampa says the CDC's mask mandate exceeds the agency's authority. And
it's not something that's grounded in any science.
Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has fought mask mandates throughout the pandemic.
It's turned the airlines into having to police this. It's created a lot of unruly passenger situations because it's so frustrating for people.
The latest CDC mandate is due to expire in less than 3 weeks. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
American soccer fans will be watching closely when the U.S. men's national team plays Costa Rica in the final World Cup qualifier tonight. If the U.S. wins, the team moves on to Qatar. American players would have to lose by 6 goals or more tonight to dash hopes of a World Cup after routing Panama 5-1 Sunday. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is
pretty bad.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind. Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres? No matter your learning style or experience level, Babbel has lessons designed for you that will get you speaking quickly and confidently. I tried learning Spanish before, but I couldn't stick with it until I found Babbel.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
I can't wait to use our new language skills on our upcoming adventures. Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey folks, this is Major Delay. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
Oh, no.
Few things are as important as
I just don't want it every week. I think it's every other week.
Without hesitation, I told my doctor, I'm going to Dr. Brian
Yes, sir.
Greenville Foot Care. I went to his clinic on Winton Blunt behind Baptist East. The staff was friendly and professional. I was in and out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple all my life, I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that better fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there, but see Dr. Brian Kelly at Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of services to be performed or as to the expertise of pharmacist performance of services.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is a platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay. Is anybody up this morning? I mean, you guys kind of quiet out there this morning. I mean, what's going on out there? I mean, it's a great day. The sun's out and it's not cold. It's not hot. I mean, it's time to. Anybody figure out what the word is yet? The word of the day is. Anybody figure that out yet? 860-1440 is the number. You want to go call up, talk what's ever on your mind this morning. I was just going over some of the people that are actually running for public office. We got a lot of folks running for governorship and all that stuff, and we just didn't know about them because they don't get any press or anything. I guess they can't. It's hard raising money. But we got two. I'm just trying to fit. Malika, is that a man or a woman's name? I think it is. Well, I'm gonna see who this is. Okay, because she's running. I think I can't tell by the name whether it's but she's black. Okay, it's a woman. So so we got 3 black women running for the governorship of the state of Alabama, and they're running as a Democrat. And I realize that probably won't go no place, but it's nice to know that they're doing. Yolanda Rochelle Flowers, Patricia Salter Jemison, and Malika Sanders Fortier. Yeah, I know she thought I wasn't going to be able to pronounce that name, but I got it. Fortier. See, that's because that's from my native tongue. See, that's like a French, because way down deep, I did a DNA thing one time, and some of my legacy is on Francois. Okay, I'm just saying. So that's why I can pronounce Fortier like it ain't nothing. It's nothing because that's my native tongue. I mean, I have a better time, easier time pronouncing those names than I do American names. Fortier. Okay, I had a doonje. See, because my native tongue is part French. I just want to let you guys know. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I'm doing fine.
So many people win the lottery. That's the same thing about a black person winning the government, governorship in state of Alabama.
I really think it could be done if they had the money. You got to have lots of money. I'm talking about governor. Well, I'm with you, and even yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and again, my issue with the Republican Party, any Republican, any I've seen, is they pay lip service to inclusion. We pay lip service to it, but they don't put their dollars behind it. And that's my problem with the Republican Party. But there is a guy running for Secretary of State by the name of Horn, who's a black guy, running as a Republican. Well, I'm gonna have him on next week, and yeah, right. Okay. But he does, because he does represent the people. But because the people have also had an opportunity to watch her interview. Well, anybody, you can always listen. We got YouTube. We got YouTube and cell phones. You can watch anything you want to watch at your own volition, at your own convenience. So anybody who wants to can do it. Well, I guess the ones that vote, those are the only ones that matter. Now let me ask you a question. Well, but really, what was it? So wait a minute. What was her clarification? But why lie about it then? So wait a minute. Why lie about it? But why lie about it? If you know the difference, if you lie about that, well, but no. She tried to insult our intelligence by making us trying to convince us that she didn't know how to define a woman. She insulted us. Somebody knows how many jelly beans are in there. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Well. Yeah, I don't think it was a stupid. And you know why that question came up, right? I mean, you do. Right. I agree with you, but you know why they asked the question, right? You know why they asked the question? You know why they asked the question? Because we got a bunch of men who are acting like they're women. Right. Right, and it's right. It's all in the same. It's all in the same pot. All right. Appreciate it. I don't think it's a trick question, but I thought it was a legitimate question to ask that. Good morning. Yes.
But then I would say, okay, maybe I need to have the other managers on my team be involved in that interview process to get their feedback. And so I would listen to those that were co-workers with me, maybe subordinates, but I want their input. That's exactly what Tuberville is doing with this associate justice. He called you, and Kevin, I love you. I respect you greatly, but how much influence do you have on national politics?
See, you're missing the point there. You're missing the point there. Now, the point is, we are part of the whole.
That's correct.
A small part. No. I'm sure he does. I agree with you. Yeah. Well, although he does listen to once in a while, I told him a couple of days ago, and he says he does. He may be lying to me, but he says he does. Yeah.
So if your previous caller really had a complaint,
right,
really wanted his voice to be heard based on Tuberville's vote,
right, we'll call him.
Should he not call for
Yeah.
him?
Well, that's true. But maybe he thinks I got influence with the Senate. Yeah, maybe I don't know.
And I hope you do, but let's face it. Urinating one hand, wishing the other one. Which one?
Well, I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, I don't think I'm that important. So, but you're nice. But you know what? Like Mr. Calhoun said, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. So I'm being nice on the phone. Yeah.
So he spent how many minutes now? Saying that Tuberville asked for input from the people that he represents.
Right. I hear you. But Bud.
Really cares.
Yeah.
Don't you think he should be emailing or calling?
Okay. I mean, he may not know how to use the computer.
Well, you can Google U.S. Senators switchboard.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah. I would.
You get that phone number, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can get it. Yeah, we can get it if we want.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing today. I mean, I have my thoughts about it, and I'm going to put my thoughts up to Bill and say I would hope that he would vote this way, because at least then I am exercising the democratic process that we are getting.
Okay.
It takes nothing to call you every morning and complain and everything like that, but if you really want to make a difference, sir,
right,
for this caller, reach out to him. At least you've done your most basic civil point of civil government and addressing your issues with your elected civil bodies.
Okay. I think he got that message.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, I think he did. I think he got that message. Okay then. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, Kevin, good morning. This is Marty.
Yes.
Hey, Kevin, I want to say this to you. Bud that just got off the phone that's real concerned about black babies being aborted. Then a few days ago, maybe last week, he calls the judge, one of the most qualified judges that's been on that panel, a token black. It says a whole lot about what he thinks about black people. And I just leave it right there. Now, as far as that question about whether or not the judge knows what a woman is, she knows a trap when she sees one. She's intelligent. She didn't get to where she is by being stupid. And it's a trap question. Because the thing is, of course she knows what a woman is. And Kevin, I'm going to ask you this. Would you invite a cat who's running for office to your radio show, a black woman, and ask her, do you know what a woman is? And how do you think that would be received?
No. I think what the senator asked her, can you define a woman? And well, if she couldn't answer that question, the antennas on my head would go up. Right. So why not answer? Then why not answer the question? No. Why not answer the question? What trap is it? What's the trap? Okay. What's got nothing to do with color? It's got nothing to do with color. I would ask. Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. 20 years ago, let me ask you a question. 20 years ago, would you even think that a man 6 feet tall would be allowed to swim in a female event? It's culture. Well, I don't know, because it seems that Democrats, and she's a Democrat, are the wait. No, it's got nothing to do with color. It's got something to do with political philosophy. We can't blame it all on color. Yeah. Okay. Well, again, though, of all the people in America who are trying to change the sexual identification of people, it is the Democratic Party. So what? Abortion question is already law. It's already law. Which I don't blame them. I think they ought to overturn it. Yeah. Yeah. So if you are secure in where you are, now give me a second. If you are secure in what you have earned, and no doubt about it, that woman earned her place where she is, then why not be honest and articulate that position? So we consider political consequences over the truth. That's his wife. No, his wife is not him. He didn't do anything. So what? So we own our wives now. We own the women now. Okay. Again, though, that's different. She made a political decision, a political consequence, whereas Miss Thomas has a right to talk to whom she wants to. She's a private citizen. They don't make law. The Supreme Court. Okay, all right. The Supreme, I know, but the Supreme Court does not make law. Well, they can if they find that it's unconstitutional. Well, that's true. Well, the Supreme Court don't sentence people. Wait. And you don't think that somebody selected the one that's in there now? Yeah, right. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Okay. Well, listen. Well, everybody gets selected by. Hey, let me ask you. Do you think any of them want to do over? Yeah, I hear you, brother. It's called mental acuity. I gotta go, brother. I gotta go. Time's up. I gotta go. We'll come back right after this. Again, one of the most disturbing political announcements that I got yesterday. I still don't believe it, but I'm gonna see if what he said is true. Okay, I'm just saying. We gonna see. I found somebody told me yesterday, and I just don't believe it. But we'll come back right after this. I don't know where Donald was today. Hope he ain't sick.
Today is a first alert weather day, but really what we're going to be watching is a line of storms that comes through this evening and tonight. But the first alert weather day has been declared. The daytime today will turn very windy, wind gusts to 30 to 50 miles an hour. There will be a mix of sun and clouds, and we're in the 80s. This evening and tonight comes a line of storms. That line will be capable of damaging winds at 60 to 80 miles an hour, tornadoes, and very heavy rain. This clears out by Thursday morning, and the rest of the week looks good. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues. Still no major problems or accidents have been reported. Send anyone on an alternate route. Looking at your traffic flow map. Interstate moving smoothly into and through the Tri-County area. Keep listening. We will keep you posted. Whether your credit is excellent or just plain slow, a cash-out refinance or equity loan is just a call away. Call the A-Team at MCS in Wetumpka, 567-9000, and MLS 232-876. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Delay.
Why are you driving around town on those old ball tires? Do you like living dangerously? Say no to old, bald, and dangerous. All your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
When she was just 3 years old, Serena Williams started taking daily tennis lessons from her father. She turned pro when she was 16 and won the Grand Slam of the U.S. Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the Australian Open.
I went on the course with just a ball and a racket and a hope, and that's all I had.
We salute AP's Female Athlete of the Decade, Serena Williams.
You just never give up because you never know.
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We'll take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. Then let you make the decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered.
Shop the Better Sleep sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep's homegrown collection.
Calm down, sheep, get a great night's sleep from Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak and More.
Hey y'all, it's Captain Cody Wolf here at American Oak and More. We have some exciting news to share.
No, not what you're thinking. No, baby, yeah. Wait, what?
It's amazing what can change in a year.
We've had a baby girl and a lot of new soap and stations to the Wolf Brothers lineup. Quality is key here at American Oak and More, so we designed these collections with solid wood frames and high density foam.
Last but not least, whether they're covered in microfiber or leather, but all come with a 5-year warranty.
Like we've been saying for almost 30 years, we don't pay the fake money, don't settle for fake wood.
Attention men, have you ever been embarrassed when the time was right, but you just couldn't perform? Now there's hope. The secret starts with a visit to Montgomery Men's Health. Men from 21 to 93 are performing better than before, even when the pills don't work. Their urologist, Dr. Tom Alderson, is using treatments that can help you perform for 30 minutes to an hour and a half of full male performance, all without surgery. Your total cost for the doctor's visit, all tests, including the PSA and testosterone test, is only $99. Give them a call, even if the pills haven't worked, or you have a medical issue like heart problems or prostate.
Watch the music, baby.
And want to perform much better? Call now. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Get your confidence back. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. See website for more information on side effects. Treatments extra. Results may vary. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is a platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home. And My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take a free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
$49 down delivered. Hey, Montgomery, Prattville, and surrounding areas. Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales. That's right, $49 down delivered. With over 300 units available now. And Budget has prices starting at $6,900. Many units with less than 10,000 miles. Compact, mid-size, full-size luxury, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, all makes, all models, all on sale now, starting at $49 down delivered. Lenders on-site for instant approval. Loans through local credit unions and national lenders, backed by Capital One. Rates from 2.38% APR and up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book on your trade. Prices from $6,900. I solve situations, down payment, trade value, or financing. Oh, did I say $49 down delivered? See me, Matt Parsley, or see one of my solutionaries at Budget Car and Truck Sale, 61 Mendell Parkway next to Fraser Church, or 508 McQueen Smith Road across from Walmart. Visit us online at buybudgetonline.com. That's buybudgetonline.com.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive. Ready, and you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Okay, we're back. A little Doobie Brothers for you there. I love those guy group. They need a haircut back in those days, though. Let me see who's on the phone right quick. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Well, I just, what I was told last night just kind of taking me aback. I won't get to it for the hour's out because we're gonna need an hour to talk about this. Yeah, it took me aback. Yeah, I don't believe it, but you know. Yes, we are. I need to put a board together. You know, not like the Parks and Recreation Board. We don't really have a hell of a lot to say, but my board's going to be able to have a lot of authority and a lot of input. Okay. Right.
And I also like to see if we could have some T-shirts, maybe a cap or something.
Yeah.
For the $10.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but we're right now we're in the process of formulation of the club, the man club. Yeah. Yeah. Now I did reconsider Chris Rock. Maybe maybe it takes a man to sit there and take a hit like that. So I won't let him in the club. Okay, I'm gonna let him in. Yeah, I don't think they. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Dave Chappelle was. Yeah. Yeah, so woo. Yeah.
The only problem Clarence, his wife messed up was instead of sending an email, she should have told Trump to meet her on the tarmac in the airplane.
Right.
And she would have been covered.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with her using whatever influence. Now, again, if he can prove that Clarence Thomas changed his mind or made the decisions based on her rather than the law, then we may have an incident. But as far as I'm concerned, she's a woman. You know, if Clarence, if men start treating their women like we own them again, they be talking about that. She can't talk to nobody. She's married to me. Come on, give me a break. She can talk who the hell she wants to talk to.
Well, Marty said it was dumb. It was dumb to ask the question.
Well, I don't.
Marty is it was dumb for them to open an investigation, drag Justice Kavanaugh through the fire.
Well, 40-year-old incident that nobody can actually prove ever happened.
Not something that happened while he was in his 20s, 30s.
Right, 16.
But something that he did when he was in high school.
Yeah.
Allegedly, some woman, but even after they got all the dirty laundry exposed, they demanded an FBI investigation
On a 16-year-old. Yeah, dumb. Yeah, that's not. I mean, we both got enough dumbness, both parties, and everybody's got enough dumbness to go around. So one party don't lay claim to a dumb question. Both of them do. Yeah, that's right. 16 years old, we're gonna ask them what happened. You know, and most women get better looking as they get older. She had to be ugly when she was younger because she's ugly now. All right, I'm just saying. You know. Good morning. Yes.
I want to read something for you.
Yeah.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even the women did change the natural use, which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
Well.
One toward another.
Yeah, buddy.
And working matters which is unseemly, and receiving unto them that recompense of their error, which was missed. And it goes on a few more scriptures.
Right.
In Romans 1:26, all the way down, goes all the way down into chapter 2. Now that sounds like a Democrat to me, the Democrat Party. That's their platform, the LGBTQ agendas, and if we're going to let our little kids, our grandchildren, grow up thinking there's something wrong with their nature, something wrong with being a boy or a
girl, yeah, and allow parents, right, and allow parents to try to change their child into the opposite that which they were born because they want something different.
Exactly. And anybody who votes, now I'm like you, I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm trying to choose the best person qualified, the best person that has common sense.
Yes.
The best person, you know, that don't get into LGBTQ,
whatever it is.
stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff. And because I have a package and I want to keep it.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with mine. That ain't so common anymore. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. 860-1440 is the number here. Before I get to that awesome question that somebody brought to me last night. I don't get it. Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes.
Who's Donald?
I don't know. No, it doesn't make any difference as long as the guy who signs my check don't.
Hey, you the head of the band club?
The man club, yes.
And you set up the rules. Did you get your butt over there and get your testosterone check before you go?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, they say after 40 years old. They say after 40 years. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not low. Yeah, wait a minute. If I'm not low T. Yeah. So if I'm not low T, I'm good. No, impossible. Yes, I'll take the bet. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I do pay off when I think about it. I got it right here. The Bahama thing didn't work out, but I do have the shirt. Yeah, but I do. Well, I don't know if she's the best qualified ever, but she is eminently qualified. Well, again, I mean, no. You don't. You I know that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he'll have to call back and give that answer. Well, yeah, actually.
Don't give me your moral outrage, Marty.
Okay.
Go back to work.
All right, go back to work. Let's take the last break, and I'm gonna try to get to that thing somebody called me last night and told me about. So I'm working on this thing. It's okay. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm going to phone. Somebody been waiting forever over there, so let me go see who that is. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the only one I know, but yeah, I guess.
Between entry level, you're talking about the best ever that they have on the list that they see. They're not talking about it. It's kind of like me going to work as a mechanic, and a mechanic been on the job for 50 years, and I come in saying I'm the best ever. We know we're talking entry level.
Right, entry level, yeah. Mm. But on the other hand, right? But well, she sort of did because everybody's sitting on TV, everybody sitting in that room knew that she knew how to define a woman, but she turned around and said no, she didn't. So she just told an out and out lie. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. But she. Okay. Do you believe? Do you believe that she did not know how to define a woman? Well, now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. If you can't tell the difference between a male and a female, the most fundamental difference in of our species, how can you render a concise decision that's more complicated than that? Exactly. I don't. I just tell it like it is. Okay, I don't do that. I just tell it like it is. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I think he asked. They kept saying how eminently, and I think she is eminently qualified for the job. But the question was, is she the best person in the United States of America that is part of the legal profession for that job? Was there somebody better that they could have chosen? I couldn't answer that question because I'm not a lawyer. So from what I looked at, she looked pretty good on paper. But do you feel she? But she did lie. She did lie. She lied. Okay, so do you feel? Wait. So do you feel it's disrespectful to allow? All righty. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Now, see, when you call back, somebody's going to want to call back and all that stuff. I just can't do that. Because people be calling back all morning. I love you though. Don't get me wrong. I get y'all 3 minutes or more sometimes. Good morning. Who's this? Yes.
How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, good. I'm in school, and it's on the first and fourth grade. In summer school, I love summer school. In the third grade, he's jumping. In the third grade, he's jumping all the way to every morning. In the third grade, boys and girls, line up against the wall. We're going to sing a song. We're going to play that until childhood, and we're going to sing Jesus Love Me every morning. Every morning, boys and girls, line up against the wall. Boys and girls, line up against the wall. In the third grade, we something. Please believe. I love it. I never forget. Never forget it. Boys and girls.
Okay, I got that part, Ed. I got that part. Stop telling me the same thing over and over again. I got that part. I got that. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Good morning.
Let me put a couple things on the table. I don't know if it's daylight savings or what, but I don't live too far from the station. I forget where the tower is. But do you realize, I think that you need to talk to your engineers because there's certain pockets where I can't hear you until 7 o'clock. And right at 7 o'clock, CBS World News Roundup keys in and you turn it on, the signal improves. So 6 o'clock hour is moot.
Pretty much because the power goes up and down whether it's summer and it has something to do with sunlight and all that crap. But I mean that's just where AM is. It's been that way forever. So.
Yeah, but I don't ever remember being this. I don't know. I think that you all can turn that up.
Maybe
he forgot to do it because of daylight savings.
Yeah. Well, I will. I will. Yeah, I will do that.
6 o'clock 2 weeks ago, it would have been 6:54 rather than 7:50.
Right. All right.
The other thing is, there's so much that we could discuss going like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we had a week on the judge.
Yeah. Right.
We're not ready to go forever with Chris Rock.
And I didn't bring it up.
But do you realize that right now, I mentioned this to you yesterday, you need to find somebody to come on your show and maybe re-educate people and take voter education to the next level. And explain the primary system. I heard something your caller say it's illegal for you to vote in the Republican primary. Well, look, when you mentioned those 3 ladies running for governor, I wonder if they've been paid to split the vote. Because if any intelligent human being, if he knows anything at all about our voter access law, ballot access law, and the way things are set up in Alabama, I mean, to vote in the Democratic Party, unless it's some little local skirmish, these people, I don't know what to say. Your vote will not count if you don't vote in that Republican primary on anything above the county commission level. That's where the election is going to be held. You just got to pull the lever, wait till November, and you can do it. And you won't have anybody even vote for it. And there, we don't discuss that. And the other thing is this gamble and Caligula. Caligula is about ready to pull out of Alabama because we have separated the lottery and a guaranteed whatever from the casino, which is the best thing that ever happened in Alabama. And this way, we might get to regulate those casinos. And I don't think people understand that. I went off on WXFA because they went off on me. But they have yet to explain the relationship between the Department of Interior, the state of Alabama, Creek Indians, and Steve Wynn at the time. I don't know who controls those casinos now. Those machines, according to the Alabama Supreme Court 2015, are illegal.
And the only thing that the Indians can have in Alabama is what's legal. Now, why isn't the Attorney General moving on that?
Well, you know, I don't know.
We can clean this up. But you all are talking about this poppycock and bull.
Well,
Call these people.
all right.
Call them out. And get some of these guys to take all this money.
All right, my brother. Bribe and bought up. All right, bribe and bought up. Now, when we come back the next hour, a revelation, I don't know if it's true or not, a political revelation that just assaulted my conscience last night that I got. I don't, and I've been looking around for information about this all last night, today. I haven't found it. But is it true? That's what we want to find out when we come back. Is it true? We'll be back. I just can't believe it if it's true. It can't be true.
A 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams, WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. It's a first alert weather day at WSFA 12 News, and our meteorologists and state EMA officials want you to be prepared. State officials say make sure to clear out basements in your interior rooms and also have helmets and shoes close by. In Washington, the process to confirm Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson continues. Yesterday, she met with Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville. Tuberville said he has not made his final decision on the judge's nomination, saying he wants to hear from Alabamians first. In the Alabama legislature, the House passed a numerous new acts. The measure now goes to the governor for consideration. The bill will help and add math initiatives to help address the state's lagging test scores from kindergarten through fifth grade. I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News, and we go more.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440. Also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media state. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Breaking news from Washington. Maine's Republican Senator Susan Collins says she will vote to confirm Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, all but assuring Jackson will become the first Black woman on the Supreme Court. Correspondent Scott McFarland is on Capitol Hill.
This is immediately a big win for the Biden administration, which very much wanted a bipartisan vote on confirmation. In her statement this morning, Senator Collins says, quote, Judge Jackson has sterling academic and professional credentials. She was a Supreme Court clerk, a public defender, a respected attorney, and a member of the Sentencing Commission. Now the question is, will other Republicans follow suit?
To the war in Ukraine. Video released by Russia's defense ministry shows drones on combat duty over Ukraine as the Kremlin claims there has been no breakthrough in talks that were supposed to resume in Turkey today. Western officials warn Russia is regrouping after its troops were rebuffed in Kyiv. The UN Refugee Agency's Alex Munt says more than 4 million Ukrainians have now fled their country.
It's hard to describe what 4 million people totally traumatized by war looks like or feels like, and what it means for their future when 6 weeks ago they were living a completely normal life and now they're completely uprooted.
The government says the U.S. economy expanded at a healthy pace of 6.9% in the fourth quarter. That is down slightly from previous estimates. An independent study in the U.K. finds hundreds of babies died needlessly in a single hospital system.
As the infant and prenatal deaths mounted at the Shrewsbury and Telford Trust, administrators ignored parents who tried to call attention to a pattern of malpractice.
We now know that this is a trust that failed to investigate, failed to learn, and failed to improve.
Investigator Donna Ockenden says more than 200 babies died needlessly through incompetence or through a near fanatical insistence on natural childbirth. Even the medical evidence suggested that would be harmful. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Amid the turmoil in Ukraine.
Touchdown confirmed at 6:28.
Two Russian cosmonauts and a NASA astronaut, Mark Vande Hei, landed in a remote area of Kazakhstan in a Soyuz capsule today after spending a record 355 days at the International Space Station. Could Tiger Woods make a comeback at next week's Masters? ESPN says he played 18 holes with his son in Augusta. CBS Sports' Kyle Porter.
Tiger can't realistically believe that he's at the 2022 Masters to win because he's had so much time off. It's more of a, hey, I'm jumping back into this if he does play.
This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Check out the high-tech headphones that pump out clean air.
And it's going to fit inside the set of headphones. Dyson calls it the Zone. The headphones have an attached visor that PC Magazine says wraps around the lower half of the wearer's face without dispensing purified air in front of a person's mouth and nose.
The clean air is traveling round and then exits through this mesh.
And that provides the user with a zone, a bubble of clean air from which to breathe. The Zone sends pollution and noise data to an app, allowing you to monitor your surroundings in real time. The Zone will be available this fall. Dyson hasn't an price. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
The Washington Post reports Facebook's parent company Meta paid one of the biggest Republican consulting firms in the country to stage a nationwide campaign to turn the public against its competitor TikTok. It reportedly included placing op-eds and letters to editors in major regional news outlets. For Rodriguez, CBS News.
Make money for the 25K Workday Payday. It's all about money. It's your national keyword to win $100. Text PLENTY plenty to 95819. Standard messaging rates apply. Don't text and drive. We'll text back to confirm. If you win, you'll be entered to win a grand prize of $25,000. It's the 25K Workday Payday on Neil 1440.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah,
can save a ton. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get it for 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need: 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Oh man, I have never nails. You shouldn't pick at your toes. Daddy's not calling on toenails. Speaking of Daddy, it's time to remind people how important it is to be a podiatrist. Yeah, Shannon, our dad does the drying carries things like tendonitis and bunions. If a person is diabetic, it's important to have a phone exam by a podiatrist. Call today for an appointment at 265-3585. Happy feet start here.
Benefit prevention and work health care. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kill, and as a podiatrist, it's my job to identify small things and help prevent them from becoming big problems. New government regulations allow for annual diabetic foot exam, cut down on the number of amputations and control the cost of health care. Call me, Dr. Brian Kill, at 265-7585. That's 265-7585. Locations in Montgomery and Greenville. Follow us on Facebook at Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet start here. Episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is a platform that lets invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclaimer. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, new family, you can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home. And My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Okay. Okay, folks. I was in a sales meeting down there, trying to haul in a $2 million contract. So that's where I was. Sorry about that. That little dead air there for a minute. I was down there negotiating. You know, big guy, big client in the building. You know, so kissing up a little bit. Whew. Good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. All right, so what is it that I found out yesterday that I'm hoping is not true? I'm from a political standpoint, I hope it's not true, but you know, I don't know. Now, I also told you guys about a bunch of people running for office that you've never heard of. Okay, you've never heard of it. And so let me see, where is my, the 2020 elections. You know that there are, before wait a minute, this is, wait a minute, Tim James. Well, let me talk to Tim for a second here. Good morning, potential governor there. I'm fine there, Mr. James. How you doing? You know, you put something in, and I reached out to you guys yesterday, and I appreciate you. I know you. We are gonna get you in the studio one day, but that's not today. But you put something about a bill, a Senate bill. What's it, 171 or 121 or something like that? Now tell me why you're so opposed to it, and what is that?
What it is the Common Core bill for the cost budget's on it of about 90 some odd $1 million. It's dealing with mathematics, it's teaching with Common Core math standards. They want to bring in math coaches and hire an army of math coaches to teach math teachers how to teach math. And if the Common Core standards work, we wouldn't be dead last in math, number one. And number two, I find it doubtful that you can send in an army of 22 or 23 or 24-year-old college graduates right out of college who are going to teach teachers that have been teaching math for 20 years and plus. So it's just more of the same. The Common Core doesn't work. If it did, we would not be last in the nation in math and reading. So it's like they're always looking to sell something new. And the cost of this item is about $92 million, and it won't make an ounce of difference. It will just continue the downhill slide that we've been on.
Why do you believe? I mean, there are a lot of things in Alabama that need to be fixed, and one of the things we need to fix, of course, is our prison system. So people who don't get a death sentence don't come out of prison dead. We get somebody killed in it every week. There are a lot of things that need to be fixed. Why is the education situation always on the front end of things around here, when math has been taught for hundreds of years, and we've created such things as rockets that go to the moon, and we've even gone to Venus, not Venus, Mars. Why does this keep coming up? I mean, math works. The way we've been teaching it evidently works pretty good. Why are we trying to change it?
Not really. We used to teach it correctly. And so over the last decade, we quit teaching it correctly, and we don't teach it at all. We teach what is known as Common Core standards. Now, this is a statistic that's well known and well understood, and is without argument. Is that if a third grader is performing their math, what we know is real math, not Common Core math, and reading at third grade level, when they finish the third grade, that child is set on the trajectory to graduate from high school, and they will become a productive citizen. They will, they'll go on. Now, if they're not reading and performing math at that level, when they leave the third grade, that trajectory is set lower. And then what happens is they get into 6th and 7th grade, and they're so far behind, they pass them along just to get them through. Then they graduate from high school, and the diploma is worthless. And that's where you wind up having the issues you just spoke of, prison and the other thing. So education is a big deal. K1, 2, 3 is the foundation. And Kevin, if you had to focus on anything, any single issue that would change that trajectory, it's the foundation year. Number one, you got to have discipline in the classroom. You have wonderful teachers across this state. They have disciplinary issues in their class. The kids, they can't teach. They're acting as babysitters. And the other children, you may have 23 kids, 2 of them are out of control, disciplinary problems day after day after day. The other 21 can't learn. At some point, you have to get those 2 out of your class so the rest of them can learn and the teacher can teach. That's the teacher's job, to teach. So the disciplinary issue is a big deal. The second thing that's important is the principal. Where you have a strong principal, you're going to have a performing school. And vice versa. We got to get the best principals in every school, but more importantly, the underperforming schools, and give them full authority to do whatever they need to do to turn the school around, and you hold them accountable. And then third is what I call what is known as school choice. We put competition into schools, and what that means is, the money that goes into our schools go in based on the number of students, and we believe the money should follow the kids. So if a school is underperforming, and a mom or a dad, it doesn't matter who you are, rich, poor, black, white, whatever, it gives them the opportunity, if they choose, to pull their kid out of that school and put them in any other public school that might have open, any private school that wants to accept vouchers or grant tax credits, any charter schools, and even homeschools, all without any strings attached. Now you're creating this competition, and this external pressure on these underperforming schools.
Right.
If we do these things and execute it, you're going to see our education system turn around.
Well, I hope so, because I've been here 31 years in this state, and we're still talking about turning it around. It's turning all right, but it's not exactly going in the right direction.
A little over a decade ago, we were 39th in reading. In 2005, we were 27th in math. So we've gone from 29th in reading and 27th in math in the early 2000s to dead last. So we've been absolutely collapsing in our public education system, and at the same time, the money going into the education trust fund has been skyrocketing. And the double the rate of inflation. So it's not a money issue. So don't let anybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing to money.
The management issue and the leadership
Right,
issue.
I would agree. Well, listen, we're gonna try to get you up in the studio any day for the election, so we'll talk a little bit more about this then. Still there? Okay, I said we got to run, but we're gonna hopefully get you in the studio before the election, and we can talk a little bit more. We can talk a little bit more, and the people can talk to you about this issue. I just wanted to ask you questions about that since I saw you were against it. All right. Okay. Thanks there, Tim James, gubernatorial candidate for the state of Alabama. Anyway, 860-1440, our Auburn lines are open now, ready to go. Okay. So what was I talking about? Oh, well, first of all, let me give you a couple of names of people that are running for governor that you guys never heard of. One is Yolanda Rochelle Flowers, Patricia Salter Jemison, along with Arthur Kennedy, Chad Chig Martin, Malika Sanders Fortier, and Doug New Blue Smith. Don't know what the New Blue got anything to do with, but he says he's a new kind of Democrat. But those that are Democrats running, on the Republican side, everybody knows, well, you don't even know all the people running for, as far as you know, only people running for governor is Kay Ivey, Linda Blanchard, and Tim James. And that's not really true. There's some more folks running for governor, which is Kay Ivey, Linda Blanchard, Robert Lou Burdette, Stacey Lee George. Now, you never heard of these people, that's for sure. You never heard of them. Tim James, you just got on the phone. We just got on the phone with him. Donald Trent Jones, Dean Odle, O-D-L-E, however you pronounce that, Dave Thomas, and Dean Young. Now, those are the Republicans that are running. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 9 people actually running for governor on the Republican side, and we got 6 people running on the Democratic side. We have 3 female. We got a bunch of female. So all in total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women running for the governorship of the state of Alabama. Most of them I never heard of, and that's cool because they never heard of me either. So we equal there. So I'm gonna see if I can get a chance to talk to most of them on the way through. Some of them, but you never know. You never know in elections. That's why they have elections, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a Democrat versus whichever Republican wins. So of this thing. So you never quite know, who's going to do what. But it does seem that the Democrats don't have a whole lot of money for this stuff. Okay? I mean, how can you have 6 people running for governor and nobody really knows about it? Okay? I mean, nobody really knows about it. They can't. They're too busy raising money for the LGBTQ thing than for leadership on the in our political realm. I don't quite understand that. But anyway, 860-1440. Now, what was I going to tell you? Okay, I got to take a break. I'll tell you when I come back what I was going to tell you. That the information that I got yesterday that kind of took me aback, and it all started with the Secretary of State Secretary of State race because something peculiar is going on over there, and I don't know what it is. We'll be back.
Forecast on News Radio 1440. This report is sponsored by Discover. Real credit card questions require real people. Someone who understands your issues and works to resolve them with you. That's why Discover offers helpful U.S.-based representatives. Available 24/7. Discover. Exceptionally common sense.
Today's the first alert weather day, but really what we're going to be watching is a lot of things that come through this evening and tonight. The first alert weather day has been declared. In the daytime today, which are very windy, wind gusts of 30 to 50 miles an hour, and there will be a mix of sunny clouds and there will be 80. This evening and tonight comes a line of storms. That line will be capable of damaging winds of 60 to 80 miles an hour, tornadoes, and very heavy rain. It's cleared out like there was a moon, and the rest of the week looks good.
That's the first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seawood for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now we're looking great. No major problems or accidents are being reported to send anyone on an alternate route. Chico's Auto Pros has everything for your car, including discounted towing, convenient loaner cars, and an extra $100 value on every repair. Chico's Auto Pros in Mile High, 239-9510. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
All the time experts at Chico's Auto Pros. You will get the price match guarantee and extras on full-size system, local towing, and free pounds and rollers. Chico's Auto.
The 19th Amendment to the Constitution giving women the right to vote is known as the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. She was a leading voice in the women's suffrage movement and once wrote, "There never will be a complete equality until women themselves help to make the laws and elect lawmakers." She clearly is one of the heroines. She knew that failure was impossible. We salute one of the founders of the women's right movement, Susan B. Anthony.
It's springtime. And time to get out and get things done with Ram Truck Line. At Dallas and Chrysler Dodge, keep taking advantage of low finance rates to save big on your new Ram truck or your new high-performance Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger during Ram Truck Line. Plus, your trade-in has never been worth more. They give you the most for your trade-in. The best vehicles are always at DallasAutomotive.com, where you drive a little, save a lot.
If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, "This is the best product I found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life." And how about Shane D? He says, "I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text YOU to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting YOU to 42424. That's YOUTH to 42424. Text YOU to 42424.
Welcome back to episode 7 of Smarter Wealth. Interested in finding a potential hedge against inflation? Consider investing in Masterworks. Masterworks is a platform that lets anyone invest in contemporary art, which has seen price appreciation of 23% annually on average when inflation is above 3%. Learn more at masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. That's masterworks.io, promo code SMARTER. Before deciding to invest, carefully review the important disclosures at masterworks.io/disclosure. We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family, you can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home. And My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
We're here with Just Blinds in Crowder. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
We're here the two sexiest Saturday alive. Ready to find. And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440 beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Okay. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know? Okay, now get my there we go. Had to get my headphones straight there. So while I pick up this call that's coming in a couple of minutes here. 860-1440 is the number here, but don't call at the moment, because then I'm gonna get to my I'm going to get to my thing, this issue that came up yesterday while I was out cruising the political the political landscape of Alabama. But they do have a lot of people running for governor. We have got 4 women running for the top office in the state. Okay, and it's just kind of interesting that our regular media hasn't really told us about these folks. But they are running 3 black people, 3 black women, 3 black females, black, colored, brown, whatever you want to call them. I don't like the word black. I mean, we're not black people, we're brown people. But I don't know. I was gonna leave that alone. We're not black. I mean, we're not black if black means black and white means white and red means red and brown means brown. I mean, then we're not black. But if you want, if you want to call it that, I guess. But I've never have liked that. To me, that just has a negative connotation. They go to black people. I said to myself, okay. I said, okay. So I said, I'll just wait around. I mean, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud, so I'm good. Although I ain't really black. I mean, I'm kind of like brown. I mean, aren't we like brown? We're not really black. No. See, they meant when they named us black, they didn't do that as a compliment. So call me brown. And also, we are taking an application for the Man Club because since our Supreme Court justice didn't really know, what a man was. I mean, what a woman. She couldn't identify a woman. Well, in our thing, we identify men easily. Somebody's got an innie and somebody's got an outie. I mean, if you were born one of those, you're either one or the other. I don't know about the rest of that stuff, but we good. Okay then. Now this is the guy right here who I'm going to let join the Man Club because he's all man, and that is my good man John Williams of Mortgage Corporation of the South. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Kevin. That's quite an opening and introduction. It'd be hard to top that today. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Listen, everybody, we're Mortgage Corporation of the South. We're the mortgage and loan center on top of the mountain in Wetumpka. We've been in business 27 years. And one thing that's always been constant here at our company is that we answer our telephones and we lend money to people on real estate or automobiles. You do not have to have perfect credit. Well, there's a phone ringing there. You do not have to have perfect credit to do business with us. A lot of people come to us when they've already been turned down by other banks and things like that. So let's talk about the first part. All right, so let's say you own a home or your home's paid for or almost paid for, and you need some money. Maybe you need some money for debt consolidation. Maybe you need some repairs. Maybe you need a new roof or a new air conditioning heating system. Any of those things. Hey, we're here for you. We lend money. And the thing is, you could have had a bankruptcy or foreclosure or a repossession in the past. That's okay. We help people who cannot get financing in other places. Same on automobiles and land. If you have land, if you have a tract of land, maybe you have 10, 15, 20 acres out there somewhere, you want to get a loan on it, well, we can do business with you on that front as well. Also, let's talk about automobile loans. There's no need to go out and get a title pawn ever. Well, you can get a loan at MCS with a very attractive rate and very affordable monthly payment. So if you have a 2014 or newer automobile and you need a loan on it, get some cash out, no matter what your reason, well, we're just a phone call away there as well. Also, not to forget, we also offer all the typical programs to buy homes and refinance them, FHA, VA, conventional loans. We do that. A lot of people are doing those cash out refinances right now. So if you have perfect credit, that's great. If you have good credit, that's good. If you have slow credit, well, that's still good. We can help you on all fronts. So whether you want to buy a home or refinance one or get a loan on your automobile or your land, whether your credit is perfect or not so perfect, we're just a phone call away. Our company NMLS number is 232876. how to get in contact with us today, and we'll chat again tomorrow. How about that?
Okay, John, it's easy to do it. All you got to do is pick up the telephone. Remember, this is not a cell phone. This is a hard line where real people answer the phone. 334-567-9000. Don't get any easier than that. 334-567-9000. Thanks, John. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, then. Now, what did I find out that was so amazing to me? Now, I don't know if this is true. I really don't know if this is true. But it is something that was told to me yesterday. And as I cogitated on this, I said, well, it's possible. It's improbable, but it is possible. It's plausible. But is it true? Okay, I know you guys want to know this, so I'm going to tell you. So I was looking at all the people running for public office, right? You know, I was going through the list of people, and I ran across this one guy named Packard, okay, who's running for Secretary of State. Now, outside him running, there's nothing really unusual, except I went to his Facebook page, and he's got a great big sign on one of the freeways, which is not unusual, because when you run for public office, you put signs up. It's evidently is effective, and people, you know, see the sign, and they you hope you get some name recognition out of that sign. However, he has a very unusual sign. Now, what's so unusual about this sign? And this sign is totally in black and white. Now, when I first saw the sign, okay, black and white sign. I mean, who does that? But again, you know, okay. I mean, normally people want things in color. Now, it could be that he couldn't afford a color sign. Okay, it could be that could be it. I mean, I'll have to ask him when I get a chance. I send him a message. I had to ask him. But a little birdie. Now, I'm not saying this is true, and I'm not saying he did it, but this is what some people had told me yesterday when I saw the sign, and they went into his Facebook page, and they said, now this is not what I'm saying. Now let's make sure we clarify this. This is not what I'm saying. I got this from a local citizen, okay, who was told this. Now again, I don't know it's true, but let me ask the question: how many of you folks out there have seen a political sign that's black and white? Okay, raise your hand if you've seen it. Okay, just raise your hand. Okay. Now I have not, except his. I have not, except his sign is the only sign I've seen that's been black and white. Now, other than that, everybody put a little color in it, you know, stuff like that. I'm good. But I was told yesterday. Now, Mr. Packard's going to have to, you know, come on and tell me that you know, we're wrong. Or he don't have to tell me they're wrong. He just, it would be nice to know why he, after all the money he spent on that sign, why he did it in black and white. Well, here is the rumor. And again, it is only a rumor. I do not know if it is true. I don't know if it's traditional. I don't know if, in fact, it has any it has any reality to it whatsoever. I can't tell you. But here it goes. So I'm looking at the sign, and somebody stopped me and said, you know, back in the old days, well, not in the old days, in the more modern days, that when politicians put up a black and white sign, that means their opponent is black. Okay. And I said to myself, come on, man. Really? Yeah, I mean, that's what they told me. I said, wait, well, but now there's one person running for the Secretary of State that happens to be black. So I don't know if that is to be so. I did send a note to Mr. Packard saying, well, of all the signs in the world that's in all color, why are your signs in black and white? Now there may be something to this. He may want me talking about it or somebody talking about it, so they go and look at his sign and figure out what his name is. And that could be it too. But I'm just saying, has anybody ever heard of such a thing? That some politicians put a black and white sign out so that you know that their competition is black. I mean, listen, it's I guess it's possible, but it just doesn't seem rational. But then again, you folks down here down south got some peculiar ways when it comes to this race thing down here. So I don't know. I'm just saying, has anybody out there ever heard that? 860-1440 is the number. And if you haven't, if I've insulted you this morning, I apologize. But out of all the signs I've ever seen since I've been dealing with politics in Alabama, this is the first big old sign I've seen that's black and white. But maybe he's doing that on purpose to get some recognition, because you got to slow down a little bit to see what it says. Okay, but you can go to his Facebook page and you can see a sign, Packard. He's running for the Secretary of State. And also, there's another young man running for the Secretary of State, black guy, as a Republican, and his name is where is his name? Chris Horn, as a matter of fact. Haven't talked to him, but we've communicated. I'm trying to get him down here on the show. Lieutenant Governor has no. Attorney General's got a black guy running against him named Wendell Major. Evidently, he's a former Marine and all that good stuff. But the Secretary of State has one Democrat running named Pamela Lafitte. Well, we got a lot of different names around here. They must be from Louisiana somewhere. But anyway, that was my thing this morning, and I was just wondering, had anybody ever heard of such a thing as that? Okay, I had never heard such a thing, but again, it is wondering why he got the only sign that's black and white. Okay. Good morning. Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, right. Mr. Ed Packard running. Yeah. I didn't think about that, but I'm just trying to figure, with all the color in the world, why would you use a black and white sign? I got you. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for calling me a brown man. I appreciate that. Yeah, brown. All right. I appreciate that, because I am brown. I ain't black. I refuse to be called black. Okay, I am a brown man. Okay, my skin is brown. At least if my skin is not brown, then all that crap they taught me in kindergarten about that box of crayons, somebody lying. Okay, somebody is lying. Okay, I'm just saying. Secretary of State Pamela J. Lafitte, and Republicans are Wes Allen, Chris Horn, Ed Packard, and Jim Ziegler. Okay, now Mr. Packard, I don't want to disparage him or anything like that. I mean, he may have been doing this. He may have been doing this just to be different, and that's fine. I'm just saying, when somebody called me and told me, "Did you see it sign out there?" I said, "Yeah." Well, you know what that means? I said, "What?" It means that when you put that sign up like that, it means that his competition is black. Okay, all right then. Okay, but what the other caller just said, though, made a little sense too. But I'm just saying, I don't know if it's true or not, but it is what it is. Okay, but I left Mr. Packard a note in his Facebook thing, and hopefully he'll call me back and clarify this for me if it doesn't mean what it says it means. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Kevin.
Yes.
20 years ago, I ran for District 25 to be Senate, and my opponent did that, Larry Dixon. His wasn't black and white, it was gray. Then the optical business, we call it contract security. But anyway, his was gray and black and white.
Oh.
Maybe because I'm a little lighter skinned.
I don't know, but all right. Appreciate it. I'm taking one more call for take my last break. Good morning. Yes. What do you mean? Right. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Hmm. He did move kind of fast, didn't he? Yeah. Right. 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 Okay. All right. Check the box. Right. Right. All right. Gotta take a break. We'll be back. It's 8:43 in the morning. I'm illuminated this morning.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Today is the first alert weather day, but really what we're going to be watching is a lot of things that come through this evening and tonight. The first alert weather day has been declared. The daytime today will turn very windy, wind gusts to 30 to 50 miles an hour. There will be a mix of sunny clouds and it will be 80. This evening and tonight comes a line of storm. That line will be capable of damaging winds of 60 to 80 miles an hour, tornadoes, and very heavy rain. Clears out by Thursday morning and the rest of the week. It's good. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skybox traffic. Brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we will keep you posted. It's ready for spring in Midtown Plaza. Shoe Park, Cable, Ticket Wireless, Young American Insurance, and more. Midtown Plaza on M Street, off I-85, and other great equipment and company development. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major CNN.
Introducing Venture X, Capital One's new travel card for people always asking, where next? You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up to take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Did you know that June is Men's Health Month?
Ladies, now is the time to encourage the men and boys in your life to make that doctor's appointment you've been putting off, or talk to the doctor about the symptoms he's been having. We're outliving men by 5 years. Let's change that by raising awareness this month on preventable health problems, early detection, and treatment of diseases that impact men and boys.
Men, it's time to talk to the younger generation and encourage healthy lifestyles, exercise more, drink more water, and cut down on junk food. Let's set an example for our kids that will not only affect their lives, but the lives of their children. June is the perfect time to schedule your annual checkup and make those healthy lifestyle changes.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong. Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show. They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down. Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
All right, then. A little, I forgot this guy's name. Billy Preston, that's his name. Anyway, good morning to you. 860-1440, number here. You want to give us a call, let me talk to whatever in your mind this morning. Now, tomorrow, I'm supposed to have, normally, I live the fifth Thursday, goes to my Catholic friends, but they're all gone. So I'm going to have Willie Knight come up here. The Reverend Willie Knight, maybe, if he shows up. Because Willie's got a bad issue when it comes to older people. Willie want to dispatch us older people to irrelevance. I will talk to him about that. There's got to be something in that good book about honoring the old people. Come on, man. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Do what? Yeah, but right, but it. I mean, it is more likely that he probably did it to get attention, and he got plenty of money. But no, I'm just saying it's more like that's why he did it. I mean, I don't know why, but he's the only guy I've seen in years have a black and white sign. Mm-hmm. You know, I think I understand Clarence Tom where he was coming from. The problem with affirmative action, although I think in its inception it was needed at the time, I believe so. But here's the problem. Every time when you walk into my office and I happen to be black and I happen to be in charge, do I need you with an attitude to think that somebody gave it to me out of affirmative action? I mean, really, will you never give me the respect I'm due because even though I was eminently qualified, but because we got affirmative action, and which means you got to put certain people in certain places. I understand where it's coming from. You know, don't doubt my abilities because they got affirmative action now. I understand what he's saying, and I also understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I think, first of all, I think it was my business. I should have the right to put in there whom I want to. And you have a right to do business with whom you want to. So if I go into a place and ain't no black folks in it working there, except that folks spending money, if I take it upon myself not to do business with that person because I don't see nobody look like me, I think that's my right. But that person also has a right to put in his business who he wants to. Hell, it's his money to went into the business. He don't owe you a job, except for government job. Now, the state of Alabama, the United States, if you work for the government where poor folks put in all that money to that pay taxes, if we're going to have some sort of affirmative action, then they're going to give us our share of jobs as long as you qualify. But on a private business, it's yours. If you don't want to do business with me, I don't want to do business with you. Well, they killed that in 1865. They had the Freedmen's Act. See, that's what the Freedmen's Act was all about, is giving us 40 acres and mule, telling us to be on our way. They changed their mind at the last hour. They said, we're just going to send y'all. We're keeping the mule and the 40 acres. Yeah, but I think we. Yeah, I got you. I understand. Hey, appreciate it. Let me take one more call. My time is getting limited here. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now is that, but those cameras. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll try. I'll try to get somebody from the city or in someplace, and but I think cameras take whatever they see. All right, appreciate it. I'm running out of time. I'm gonna take one more call, but I'll see what I can find out for you. Good morning. Right. Yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing too, but I'll get an official answer for. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, you can. It's kind of like when you open your eyes, you see what you see. Good morning. Hello. See, that guy's gonna make me just give up radio and just be done. Go to the house. Okay then. Okay. I'm gonna have to give him my VIP line so he can call me, so I can get that ID from him and then block him. Okay. I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyway, well, my time is just about up. Thank you for yours this morning. So I guess we solved the issue with the black and white sign. Somebody sent me a letter, said, well, because black and white signs are cheaper. I don't know if they're much cheaper when they're that big, but okay, I can live with that. That's cool. Let me see. Tim James visited this morning, but he's going to come up to the shop. He's going to come up here, and we're going to talk more. I'm going to try to get the other guy running, the Republican black guy that's running for Secretary of State on here, because I would like to see the Republican Party actually help a black person the same way they do white Republicans. If they really want people, black people to join that party, they've got to do a better job of supporting them. Okay, there's a lot of money out there, and I know you don't have to support whom you don't want to support. It's your money. You do what you want to do with your money, but then don't pay lip service to wanting something, but don't make any effort. It's kind of like sitting at home talking about, I want a job. But you don't go outside the door. You don't fill out an application. You don't go anyplace. You just think the job just gonna come to you. No, black folks are not coming to the Republican Party in droves unless the Republican Party actually acts like they want us. Okay, and after 31 years here in the good old South, I really have not seen a concerted effort to get black folks in the Republican Party. I mean, hey, a lot of lip service that we appreciate that. Don't mind a couple of pieces of chicken every once in a while, but I like to see your money will go where your mouth is, and they haven't done that since I have been here. Oh, they'll throw a couple of dollars here, let you get a couple of leaflets and print it up at the print shop. But I've never seen one put money behind a television promotion to get somebody elected that was black in the Republican Party. I haven't seen it. They got money. They got plenty of it. $500 for a plate of chicken. Somebody got some money. Anyway, I gotta go, but we'll see you guys. $500 for a plate of chicken. Man, that may be the best chicken I ever tasted in my life. And I'm tired of Popeyes.
On News Radio 1440.
WSFA 12 News, and our meteorologists and state EMA officials want you to be prepared. State officials say make sure to clear out basements in your interior rooms and also have helmets and shoes close by. In Washington, the process to confirm Supreme Court nominee Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson continued. Yesterday, she met with Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville. Tuberville said he had not made his final decision on the judge's nomination.
I can't blame you.
In the Alabama legislature, the House passed numerous